Making a Difference is sponsored by Midwest Bank Center.
While most college students worry about passing exams, an alarming number are facing a more fundamental challenge: finding their next meal. In tonight's Making a Difference report, the Webster University professors who discovered a hidden crisis on campus.
The thing about law school is you really need to know it's what you want to do.
At Webster University, where minds are traditionally filled with knowledge, one professor discovered an emptiness no lecture could address.
Every point that you can go up on the LSAT.
Professor Ann Garrity Rathert teaches legal studies by day, and by night she's busy setting innocent women free.
I represent exclusively people who are in women's prisons.
But between opening law books and prison doors, Ann found herself confronted with an unexpected case while talking to one of her interns.
She said, "Oh, by the way, I meant to ask you the other day, where's the food pantry on campus?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have a food pantry on campus."
In courtrooms, they call it a moment of truth.
Totally maintain the client file, the communication with the client.
For Ann, it was the moment she realized that for some students, the biggest barrier to education wasn't intellectual, it was nutritional.
That was the moment in which I started first putting food on my bottom shelf in my office so that whenever she would ask me or anyone would ask me, I'd say, "Take whatever you want."
That impromptu offering soon became a movement.
The sauce here.
With the help of art history professor Terry Riley, they turned Ann's bottom shelf into a small food pantry at Webster Hall.
We didn't really have a sense of the need among students, and we were floored.
Floored by the results of Terry's campus survey.
We ended up with 539 respondents. 50% have run out of food.
That's a lot.
Okay, that's good.
To help stock the shelves, Ann reached out to Operation Food Search, which was already launching a pilot program.
The numbers are around 30% across the country, which is a large number for students. And it hits certain populations harder than others.
Yet many students remain reluctant to seek help, embarrassed by their situation.
It's an issue that we deal with a lot. How do we get over those barriers of embarrassment or shame?
But when hunger outweighs embarrassment, the pantry becomes a lifeline. One international student couldn't afford both tuition and food and explained in a letter to student government how the pantry made a difference.
When times were desperate and I didn't have money to afford anything, I was able to go to the pantry and get food.
So now we're talking about, okay, can we kind of emphasize this more? So in our meetings, can we talk about this more? What can we do? Can we just spread the word?
Now Ann makes regular trips to Operation Food Search.
So just keep a log like of the dates and the times. And
Each journey filling more than just empty shelves.
when I go to Operation Food Search on every other Wednesday morning and load up my vehicle with the food that they're giving us, I feel the weirdest sense of elation.
We've got soup.
At Webster University, where students come to expand their minds,
One more.
There we go.
Ann, Terry, and their colleagues have quietly added something to the curriculum that won't be found in any course catalog. A lesson in compassion, served one shelf at a time.
I think Ann is one of the nicest human beings ever to live.
The pantry now operates 5 days a week thanks to student and faculty volunteers, and work continues to find a larger space by next semester. And a reminder, if you know someone making a difference for others, let me know by email at mbush@ksdk.com.